Oh Lord, hear me. Hey, Lord, please send her to me. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Lord, please send her to me. Ladies and gentlemen, this time around, the revolution will not be televised. Woo! As we proceed to give you what you need. Oh, nine, brother. Get it live, brother. Ladies and gentlemen of the court. And the hearing against State of Hip Hop versus Electronic. I present Exhibit C.
When I was sleeping on the train, sleeping on Mesero Lab out in the rain, without even a single slice of pizza to my name. Too proud to beg for change, mastering the pain. When New York niggas was calling Southern rap.
Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work to work.
Welcome to YellBro Road. I am Jordan, and today there's a breaking story of, let's say, some of these liberal Democrat influencers being, shoved money and signing NDAs, keeping all that shit secret. And one of them is David Pakman. We're going to hear a video from him. But first, don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. All of it is very much appreciated. Also, check out the Discord link if you want to join up. Every opinion is welcome. Including you, Muay Thai. You're welcome, man. There's no snuff videos, though. Can't post that. Anyways,
No wrench for you.
he likes his no wrench. He loves it. His fake-ass little ghetto plastic-ass wrench. Anyways. So, this is an article. I don't know this lady. Taylor Lorenz. And she's a writer, I assume. A writer for Wired.com. You can see the title right there. A dark money group is secretly funding high-profile Democratic influencers. An initiative aimed at boosting Democrats online offers influencers up to $8,000 a month to push the party line. All they have to do is keep it secret and agree to restrictions on their content, which is like the definition of like, okay, you're full of shit. Well, you're like a shill, right? Yeah. Blatantly. I mean.
Well, yeah. And then shill propaganda, same world.
Yeah. And guess what? Maybe you are ideologically in line with this group that's doing all this funding. Well, why not just tell everyone then? What's the big deal? Hey, listen, we agree on everything. So you know what? These guys pay me whatever amount a month, and I just say what I feel like, which is just happens to be in line with them. You know, you're still a shill, but at least you're an open shill. You're openly full of shit. But all right, let's dig into this thing a bit. I'm gonna read some of this, not all of it. What? I have to be a subscriber. The fuck? I swear to God, I just read this thing. What the fuck? I swear I just read this article. Like 5 fucking seconds ago. Maybe if I turn off ad blocker.
Yeah, or erase your cookies.
Alright, I turned it off. There you go. Pops up. There you go.
Okay.
Alright, let's read into this. What the It went away again.
Erase your cookies then. Erase your cookies.
I gotta fucking pause it on. I have multiple things going on at once. You're gonna do it again? You gonna do it again? Right, bitch. No! Wait, we're good. Alright, let me read. In a private group chat in June, dozens of Democratic political influencers discussed whether to take advantage of an enticing opportunity. They were being offered $8,000 per month to take part in a secretive program aimed at bolstering Democratic messaging on the internet. Once again, plain as day, corruption. But the contract sent to them from Chorus, the nonprofit arm of a liberal influencer marketing platform, came with some strings. Among other issues, it mandated extensive secrecy about disclosing their payments and had restrictions on what sort of political content the creator could produce. Now, it's obviously what they're going for, whoever this group is, what they're going for is to make people think it's real. Like it's authentic expression. It's real like coverage of stories. It's real opinions about things. So thus, that's probably what they're saying. Like, yo, don't tell anyone about this. Also, it's just clear as day, fraudulent, right? It's like clear as day. No one's gonna like that someone's doing that. Period. And this happens on the
Right.
on the other team as well, like quite often. God,
Well, even if it's my team, I don't want them lying to me.
yeah, but at this point, you've probably seen enough right wing people that are blatantly lying to you. And
Right. But let's say, like, I find out they're getting paid for it. I'm gonna be pissed because that means I have to question everything they said.
Mhm.
With if that was the sole reason why I was questioning them, that means I now have to question everything they said, and then I have to retrospect, look back, and see, well, how how long have they been lying to me like this just for this check?
yeah, I mean,
Let alone how much of their character before even they were getting paid was actually heading down that road anyway.
yeah. And honestly, people should just be they should be questioning already what anyone's saying to them about like political ideas, even if they're like well-meaning or good guys. They can just get something wrong. All right, someone could just get something wrong. That can happen. So yeah, things should be like definitely examined and looked at. Uh,
Right.
so yeah. All right, let's continue. Should we send? All right, there's a quote from I guess one of their group chats. Should we send a joint email with all of our email addresses, or are we just going to send things separately and hope they change everything for everyone? Lorenzo, a non-binary creator in Columbus, Ohio, with over 884,000 TikTok followers. I have no idea who the fuck that is, but I would assume that groups like this, political groups like this, would target like quick, snappy things where there's not that much context needed, not that much information needed. It's just snappy little 1 minute videos where they're trying to like, get your attention and maybe save the longer content for someone like David Pakman who knows how to dance around and, say his propaganda in like a way that sounds correct, although he's quite wrong on a lot of things. Quite wrong. And pretty blatantly one-sided in his takes. All right? Uh But yeah, it's unfortunate that this is the way things are. That we have to like wait for these IQ test things to happen, where it's like, okay, boom, Gaza's happening, the war in Gaza. Okay, okay, it's not a war. Oh shit, it's a fucking gen. Oh shit, they're killing a lot of people. And David Pakman's still saying, "Go Team Israel." Okay, now we know. We know you're full shit. Gotcha. We got him right there. I mean, he's already had that IQ test about Israel in the past. Everyone knows this guy's like a pretty blatant Zionist. I'm pretty sure.
Wait,
Uh,
I thought you were saying this is like a democratically.
it is.
Uh, okay, so you think possibly his Israel influence comes from this
No,
too?
no, 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 no. His Israel influence comes from wherever the fuck him and his life got it from. I don't think it's groups paying him. I think uh he's kind of like Shapiro, I think, or like maybe he has like a care because he's Jewish himself. Maybe he has a care for the nation, but at the same time, he will lie about it to protect it. He'll lie about the tragedy. He'll lie about the crimes that are committed, and he will support Israel no matter what. In so many words, maybe in a more like Democratic Party style defense instead of like right wing defense, which is like, oh well, God wants us to do this and protect Israel and protect the Jews and all this shit, right? He might be like, well, it's fair. They're the only democracy in the Middle East. They're the only ones, and we need to put our support
So
behind them. Little puss ass
the
David
world,
Pakman.
the liberal world order kind of thinking. Okay.
Yeah, makes it sound scientific, even though it's like blatant like carnage and shit going on there. So your decisions are actually immoral in my position, in my opinion. But let's keep reading. Some joked about collective bargaining Any Newsies fans in here? Eliza Orlins, a public defender and reality TV star known for her appearances on Survivor, posted in the group, "We're a union just by saying so." Okay. So I guess they're recruiting low-level celebrities too for this. I'm sure a lot of young people being recruited. Okay, let's keep reading. The influencers in the chat collectively had at least 13 million followers across social platforms. They represented some of the most well-known voices online, posting in support of Democrats, and they're key to wherever the party moves next. But ultimately, the group didn't make much progress. Another quote here. Reading through this revised chorus contract, like you win some, you lose some, a reproductive justice influencer named Perry, who posts under the handle Women in America, okay, responded later in the thread. I also think there's at least 4 other things that should change, but the vibe I got from their email was that there would be minimal, if any, changes. Okay. And I
Okay,
guess,
so they're saying yes, we're giving money away, but we're wasting the money because it's not getting the effect we want.
well, these are from the influencers themselves in the group chat, right? And I think they're asking about, how do we get this fucking thing signed? how do we get this thing signed and get fucking paid? All right. I guess they're talking about like emails and all that stuff,
Okay.
but yeah. And this
Okay.
is they say in the article here, like Lorenzo, Orleans, and Paris did not reply to requests for comment. I wonder why. Let's keep going here. Okay, another quote here. I don't feel strongly about pushing, to be honest. Aaron Parnas, a Gen Z news influencer who has been called the Gen Z Walter Cronkite and has been lauded in legacy media outlets, posted to the chat. They aren't going to modify it anymore. Seems like a take it or leave it. Okay, so there, yeah. Parnas declined to. He also declined to comment. Another quote here. I believe we are in stage 5 acceptance. Perry responded. Creators began signing on the deal onto the deal. There you go. For years, Democrats have struggled to work with influencers. In 2024, President Joe Biden's White House snubbed several prominent content creators after they lightly criticized the administration over its policies on climate change, COVID, Gaza, and the TikTok ban. Content creators who challenged Kamala Harris, including Hassan Piker, a well-known influencer on the left, were similarly unwelcome at campaign events. After the Democrats lost in November, God.
So there's still ostracization. This is like a group of the left, not all of the left.
Well, I don't see how they would be able to pay all of the left $8,000 a month. That'd be a lot.
Right.
But yeah, you have to be fully in line with the established Democratic Party, which Kyle Kulinski should get into this story big time because they are openly. Right, this doesn't just fuck Republicans. Let's say their tactics work, right? And they beat Republicans in the fucking midterms and then in the presidency and all that shit. That means these establishment Democrats are also kicking the ass of quote unquote progressives, the people that Kyle likes the most, right? That means like the AOCs and Ilhan Omar's and Bernie Sanders are getting their asses whipped by the established Democratic Party. So Kyle should have a big stake in this fucking story. He should. Especially someone
so
he
you're
knows
saying
can
he
call this
should
guy
be
out.
talking about. He should be calling this out, is what you're saying, not
100%.
like he's a part of it.
No,
Okay.
like Kyle, you already saw it. If you criticize Biden or Kamala Harris on these topics, and probably other topics as
You're
well,
not in this group.
yeah, you're not in the club.
You're not in this group.
And if Hassan Piker's not in, that means Kyle's not in. That's a guarantee. That's, as far as I've seen, that's basically guaranteed. So Kyle or Crystal Ball, they wouldn't be allowed in. But once again, more importantly, it's the people that Kyle likes that are in government right now, or potential candidates to run for office. This is also a concerted effort to fuck them over too. And Kyle has access to this. Maybe maybe he can't call him up on the phone, but he can make a video that David Pakman gets his fucking ears to, 100%. I think Kyle should take this video up. You have someone who's part of this group, as I'm gonna read soon, and you basically have access to him, Kyle. So you should probably do that. You know?
Well, Kyle will probably address it like the Jimmy Dore and what was the girl from Young Turks dispute.
Anna Kasparian.
Yeah, he'll probably address it like that. I don't want nothing to do with this, and then dragged him in, and he's like, "Fine, I'll fucking talk about it."
Nah, he can't do that. If his ears hit this fucking story, he can't ignore it. He can't. A part of his thing with politics is like, we need to get money out of politics. We need candidates that don't take corporate money, they don't take PAC money. We need, get money out of politics shit. And this would be money in politics. Straight up. Maybe they're not running for office, but guess what? They're trying to influence people to move in a political direction. And this Kyle should be all over this fucking story. Straight up. If he avoids this one, if he doesn't hear about it, he doesn't hear about it. That's one thing. But how do you not hear about this? That's where I would be curious. How do you not hear about this? But all right, let's keep going. After the Democrats lost in November, they faced a reckoning. It was clear that the party had failed to successfully navigate the new media landscape, while Republicans spent decades building a powerful and robust independent media infrastructure, maximizing controversy to drive attention, and maintaining tight relationships with creators despite their small disagreements with Trump. The Democrats have largely relied on outdated strategies in traditional media to get their message out. Here's the thing. Republicans, MAGA people, are not going to like hearing that their content creator has a secret contract where they take money from some group or some PAC or something like that to tell them the news, even if they agree with it. It looks sus. No matter which way you look at it, it looks fucking sus. So I would imagine they'd be upset about hearing their content creator doing that.
If I agreed with what they were saying, I would still be questioning what they're saying, because maybe they change what is it called when you double speak? Double speak. That's
yeah.
it. You can be double speaking in there, and maybe I don't recognize it.
Yeah.
So if I heard you were getting paid and I agreed with you, be like, "Fuck, am I getting played?" First off, you just ask simply that: "Am I getting played?"
Yeah. And are they double speaking? Are they doing a limited hangout? Are they saying maybe something that sounds truthful, but they're going to sneak a lie in the back door to move you or influence you towards a political position? And there's a whole bunch of scenarios there.
Oh, well, think about this. If your content is good, you make money just by people showing up and watching your content. If it's on YouTube, for example.
Yes.
Why do I need to pay you for what you're already doing?
Well, you could make, let's say you're a mid-level, but pretty known content creator, right? And you're making, let's say, just off of YouTube alone, like 4K a month on YouTube. It's why not make it 12K a month? That's a big difference, right? If someone offered them $8,000 a month,
but I'm saying,
bullshit, they'll take the fucking money, most likely.
Why? No, logically speaking, from the other end, if I'm this company that's giving them money or whoever it is, why do I need to pay them for what they're already doing for free to me?
Maybe they're not going far enough. Maybe they're not promoting the right candidate that I want. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're giving too much time to someone they don't like or something like that, right? Maybe there's a Democrat that one of these kids or content creators I kind of like this guy and I like what he's saying, and maybe that's not the establishment person. So thus maybe you pay him this, be like, yo, stop talking about that guy. Let's focus more on this candidate instead. Although there is real quick, there's a thing within the article they mentioned that they say you're not allowed to promote a politician or an individual with this money or whatever the fuck, unless you have their permission to do it. That's the little caveat there. Unless you have
Wait,
their permission, then you
So
can
that
do that.
so that drags in the accountability of the politician now, because that means they got called and said, "Hey, can I promote you?"
No. Want to know why?
Yeah.
Because these guys are supposed to, they're apparently or supposed to be quote unquote, independent creators, right? So like what you see there is just a personal or private deal between them and this company, and boom, they make content.
And by the way, when I asked you that question, which was, if you're already doing what I like, why would I pay you? And you gave all those answers. They were all corrupt answers.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
the
basically.
logic is, let him just fucking roll. Let him just roll. If he's doing what I like, I don't need to pay for anything. I like what he's doing.
I'm just saying once again, maybe there's something they want more to happen. Maybe in this direction, maybe this policy in this direction or something like that. But all right, let's keep
Right.
going. Let's keep going. Says now Democrats hope that the secretive Chorus Creator Incubator Program, funded by a powerful liberal dark money group called the 1630 Fund, okay, might tip the scales. The program kicked off last month, and creators involved were told by Chorus that over 90 influencers were set to take part. Creators told Wired that the contract stipulated they'd be kicked out and essentially cut off financially if they even so much as acknowledged that they were part of the program. Some creators also raised concerns about a slew of restrictive clauses in the contract. That is where we get to the names here. Influencers included in
So
communication about
paranoia kicked in.
the I guess so, but here we go. Influencers included in communication about the program, and in some cases, an onboarding session for those receiving payments from the 1630 fund included Olivia Juliana, the centrist Gen Z influencer who spoke at the 2024 Democratic National Convention, Lauren Piretra, a former Playboy executive turned political influencer who hosts a podcast for Occupy Democrats, Barrett Adair, what a name, a content creator who runs an American Girl doll themed pro DNC meme account. Who are these
I don't
fucking
even know what
losers?
that means.
What the fuck?
Would say that description. A girl doll. What?
An American Girl doll themed pro DNC meme account. What the fuck am I living in? What movie am I
I don't
in?
even.
What the fuck?
You know what that means? I have no idea what that fucking means.
I think it's like there's like a doll as like the what would you want, the persona maybe of the account, like the profile picture is probably like a doll or something, and it kind of talks in a doll like way, and it's all in support of the DNC or some shit like that, and it does memes and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm guessing. I have not heard of these motherfuckers before, to be honest with you. But all right, let's keep going. Ariel. Wait, I skipped one. There we go. Suzanne Lambert. Sounds familiar, but I don't know. Who has called herself a Regina George liberal. Okay. Ariel Fodor, an education creator with 1.4 million followers on TikTok. So, education of who? Like academic education? Like kids? Is it like college level? Like what are we talking about here? Are you telling kids to vote Democrat in the future? Like what the fuck?
After I heard doll, I'm thinking Sesame Street level age.
Oh, this is a different person, but it could be all
Right.
targeted.
No.
Well, I think the doll count is probably more for adults, where they're doing memes and shit like that. But an education creator, I mean, I don't know.
PBS, PBR, NPR. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But here we go. Sander Jennings, a former TLC reality star and older brother of trans influencer Jazz Jennings. No idea about them, but here's the person we're looking for. David Pakman, who hosts an independent progressive show on YouTube covering news and politics. I'll just finish out the rest of this paragraph. I think Lee or Lay McGowan, who goes by the online moniker Politics Girl. Very creative. Politics Girl, got it. And dozens of others. The first two declined to comment. The rest did not respond to requests for comment. Well, don't worry. David Pakman has made his own fucking video. Oh, actually, let me just read this last part here. I'll read this and I'm done. According to copies of the contract viewed by Wired that creator signed, the influencers are not allowed to disclose their relationship with Chorus or 1630 Fund, or functionally that they're being paid at all. That has to be, you can't disclose that. Which means David Pakman making this video, he wouldn't be allowed to even say it, right? He can't even say that he's getting paid. How do we trust? Where do we go from here, man? This is gonna be the most interesting thing ever, probably. I want to hear him dance around with us. Make it make sense, David.
Right. So obviously, if you talk about it, you stop getting paid, but it doesn't go in even worse. You get sued.
Maybe they whisper to Dave. Maybe like they send Dave a message. They're like, "Yo, listen, Dave. We know you're kind of savvy with like arguments and talking out loud. You know what? You can mention that you're getting paid. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, do it. Make it look nice, clean it up, do a PR move for us, and then we'll keep paying you. Don't worry." It's very possible.
Somehow, David Pakman's payments are to save the world.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Just horrible fucking takes. All right. Okay. And there might be a lot more names in that article that it's a lot of shit in there. But let's hear out David Pakman. Here's his response. They're trying to take us down. It's like, who? Wired? Wired is trying to take you down? All right, here we go. Let's hear his response.
All right, I was not even going to talk about this because I hate participating in the drama. I hate the circular firing squad that often builds on the left.
The drama.
But it's really important that my audience know what's going on. So I am going to...
David, this is not drama being implied here. This is saying corruption, that you take money on the side to trick your fucking audience. Let's be honest. Here we go.
Talk about it. I was named in an article in Wired yesterday. And the article is about a so-called dark money group on the left called Chorus. And I'm named in the article along with other creators as being part of the group. And since this article came out, I've heard from a bunch of you. David, did you sell out? David is the DNC telling you what to say. How could you do this to us? I knew back in 2021 when you had the following to say that you must have been getting paid by someone, and here's the proof. And I was not even going to give this the time of day.
You've been trashed, David.
My relationship with you, my actual audience, is the most important thing. And so I just...
Actually, let me just say this real fast. If the world was a better place, David Pakman would be a broke fucking loser. Let's just be honest. He's a rich loser right now. And he's probably very thankful that Trump is in office, that he has like some pillow to punch and like gain audience members from there. And probably, let's be honest, he probably has a lot of bots. I'm just being honest. Like I truly think, like based on the way this guy talks, his content, all this shit, it's like there's nothing favorable here. There's nothing worth looking into. So I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go there. I think he has a shit ton of bots view botting his fucking channel.
I think I'm just listening to wait for the way he whispers. Yeah, I took the money.
Either way, David Pakman needs the world to suck to have a job. Let's just be honest. So, all right, let's continue.
Decided to do this segment. I also was told that other creators, like a Twitch streamer named Hassan Piker, were covering this in ways that don't reflect the reality of the situation and are perpetuating falsehoods about what is and isn't going on. Now, I can't speak to the motives of the people that wrote the article or those that are reacting to it. I can't get in their heads. All I can do
or the
is
NDA is signed.
Yeah.
And
this guy
then
might be a
you
fucking
can
psycho,
judge
too.
and you can make an assessment of me. Now, I also want to mention I'm aware that many of the people I'm hearing of aren't even part of my audience. They're doing well, now I'm unsubscribing, and they mostly were never subscribed. And so I'm aware of that, but
Hey,
it doesn't
boss.
matter because
He's doing PR in the middle of this shit.
If I don't subscribe to you, but I listen to your video, I'm your audience, you dummy. If I don't agree with you and I watch your video, I'm your audience, you dummy.
By the way, I do think he's like just reading something. By the way, he has like a prepared statement, but he's acting as though he's talking naturally. I'm pretty sure he's reading a script right now, which is fine. Whatever.
Unless he
You read a red statement.
unless he means his devout followers are the only ones he considers audience. And a
Well,
lot of people do that. People that believe what I say and are on my side, that's my audience. People that disagree with what you say and listen to you talk are still your audience in reality.
yeah, but this guy. Back when the standard Democrat was like in like the Obama Clinton territory, when the majority of people or the majority of like left, quote unquote lefties would vote for these type of politicians, like David Pakman was like the man. I would assume for them. And then when Bernie Sanders came out, he really became the man. Like, oh fuck, he's cheering on Bernie Sanders. David Pakman, he's a progressive. He stands against the establishment Democrats. But as time goes by, those little IQ tests happen, and he started fucking hemorrhaging viewers day by day. And then, of course, Trump. And then he started. Once again, I think there's a lot of view botting going on here, but I'm sure he had more of an uptick with Trump being as horrible as Trump is, and he gets to talk about it like he didn't say horrible shit himself when the Democrats were in office. That's talking about David Pakman, by the way. Like the most blatant crime of the century. It's like right in front of us in Gaza, and this fool. Yeah, we know where he's at. But all right, let's continue. Honestly, I'd not even listened to him talk about Gaza yet, but I can just assume, based on past discussion, like years ago, statements he said about what's going on in with Israel and Palestine. But all right, let's continue. Hopefully, Trump deports this fool back to South America where he belongs. All right, here we go. How's the
I
joke,
want
folks?
to make sure my audience hears from me about this. Now, the most important thing to say is that the idea behind this group
Is that you don't
is
take money.
exactly what I've been advocating for years.
No, the most important thing you should say is like, yeah, I don't take the money. I don't take any money. That would be the thing to say. Instead of saying like, this is what I've been asking for. He just said that. Here we go. I'm just gonna let him spin. Here we
And
go.
so I'm aware of that,
I'm
but
wrecked.
it doesn't matter
No
because
arguments
I
needed.
want to make sure my audience hears from me about this. Now, the most important thing to say is that the idea behind this group is exactly what I've been advocating for years. For years I've been saying the left needs to organize independent media in the way that the right has been doing. The left needs to fund independent creators the way that the right does. The right.
What about the part where you in your contract you can't disclose that you're taking money, David? Is that a part of your plan? Let's hide the money that we're taking. Let's hide it. It's like, how is that about like coalescing around the left and independent creators working together? Why would that be part? Why would the secretive aspect be a part of it then, David? This guy might be a psycho, by the way. Like, full-blown psycho, sociopath, some shit like that, bro. This guy's a fucking weirdo. But, all right. Here we go. This is what I wanted. To coalesce solidarity with the left, man. Fucking liar. Here we go.
Right has won even arguably presidential elections because they're organized with regard to online and independent media. They're killing us. We've been so behind. And this kind of support for creators is exactly what I've been advocating for. Now,
why don't you just start an open fucking program? Say, hey, work with the left. Let's work together and do something. Why can't you do that out loud, David?
I think he's admitting it right now. I think he's admitting it right now. He's saying The right does it, and I've been advocating for us to do it, and this is exactly what we're doing. So I think we should keep doing it.
Advocating
Except for
for
we keep it
secretive
secret.
money. Secretive money. That's what he's advocating for, to
Yeah.
take paychecks that no one knows about. Get the fuck out of here. There's no way he would say that to his audience, because they'd be like, what the fuck you just said?
Well,
Fuck
that's what
you."
he's saying. That is what he's saying right now.
He has to clean up the secretive part, otherwise it'll be too transparent and too obvious of an IQ test. Like, you can't fail this one. There's no way you failed this IQ
Well,
test.
instead, he said, well, the Republicans do it, so I'm advocating we do it.
That's not
and
good
he's
enough, dude. The
trying to-
secretive part.
He's trying to get you to forget about the secretive part.
I'm saying he has to address that, otherwise, like, only dumb fucks will fall for this shit. If he doesn't address it, it's a blatant IQ test of like, okay, you're full shit. I'm out of here. Or now I'm just going to hate watch you from now on and call you out every time you fuck up. All right, here we go. Let's keep going.
The article is riddled with inaccuracies, and
Like what?
they're not minor inaccuracies.
Better be
First
about
and
the secret part.
foremost, this group has nothing to do with the DNC. People
Oh,
writing saying
fuck you, skipping it.
the Democratic Party is telling people what to say. At its base, the group has nothing to do with the DNC, period.
So when the Koch brothers start paying people off, or fucking Miriam Adelson starts paying people off, and all these fucking, political PACs and groups that fund other groups that fund influencers, you're telling me that's not connected to the major party? How stupid do you think we are? Well, see, look, the word chorus is different than DNC. Like, yeah, I know, I can spell. But what does it ultimately lead to? Come on. We're not stupid, David.
Is he trying to tell us that this company that's donating all these people $8,000 a month is just some bakery or something?
Now, what he should be saying is this. See this image right here? He should be like, all right, YouTube, peace out. I'm done creating content. I'm done. I retire. I quit. I'm done. I'm terrible at this. I need to go look in the mirror and figure myself out. Peace out.
No, they're real successful bakery, and they have spare money.
Yeah. A mom and pop fund Gen Z influencers to tell them to vote Democrat. Like, come on. There we go.
Number two, I do
You are
not
number two, bro. You're a
get
deuce.
clearance for anything I say. I do not run
You don't get
interview
clearance?
questions by anyone at Chorus.
Dave, are you allowed to tell everyone about the $8,000 you take per month? Are you allowed to disclose that? See
Hold on.
that'd be something that's being screened out then, wouldn't it? be?
Hold on,
Come on, Dave.
That's a trick of how he said that. I don't run anything by chorus of what I say. No, but they give you guidelines of what not to say, so you don't have to check in with them.
Exactly.
You know from the guidelines of what not to say, so you don't have to call them and say, "Hey, can I say this?" You know already what's allowed and what's not.
Yeah.
So it's just a trick of how he said that.
Exactly. Like, you're not allowed to bring up the company itself. Well, until now, because they probably sent you in to deal with the PR disaster that this is. Granted, dude, I don't know how popular the TikTokers are. Maybe they're really popular, but David Pakman, boring, lame, nothing interesting to say, nothing quote unquote revolutionary, just all lukewarm ass, boring ass content that has, dashes of corruption around it. That's David Pakman's content from what I've seen.
What you said earlier, the Lorenzo guy that's something binary, non-binary or whatever.
Yeah.
It said that he has 800,000 followers.
Yeah, some have millions. Yeah.
Yeah.
On TikTok.
It said the whole group, and it said the whole group altogether was 13 million followers.
Yeah, David Pakman has like a lot of followers, man. I think he has like 1 million over.
So,
Three,
so
he
they
has
have
3 fucking
success
3
in
million.
that sense.
Yeah, he has 3 million subs.
Okay.
Just no one cares about him though, which makes me think bots. A lot of bots. Like, you're telling me this guy's ahead of Kyle Kulinski? I don't fucking believe it. Cal gets fucking 50,000 views after an hour goes by. An hour or two goes by. He has 50K already.
That's Tim Pool levels.
I mean, it's not even close with David Pakman and Kyle Kulinski. But somehow, David Pakman has all these fucking followers and none of the views for it. And I still think he view bots on top of that.
Oh, you're saying Kyle doesn't have subscribers like David Pakman?
Yeah, he has like probably over 1 million less than David Pakman. Bad to guess.
Oh shit!
I don't think he's in the 3 million range.
Okay.
I think he's like in the 1.5, maybe almost 2 million range. I think. Whatever. I could be wrong with that. Whatever. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, David. They don't tell you to say whatever the fuck, but they do tell you not to say certain things. Am I right, David? Am I right? There we go.
I don't tell Chorus when I'm going to be doing an interview. Not a single segment I have done, not a single question I've ever asked a guest has anything to do with Chorus. They don't tell me what to talk about. They don't tell me who to interview. They don't tell me how to cover a story.
And you don't tell us how much money you fucking make from it. Got it. Once again, he has to bring up the fucking money. And by the way this sounds, if Hassan Piker didn't cover this and like, yo, David Pakman, what the fuck you doing? If Hassan didn't do that, I didn't see that myself personally, but David said that Hassan did that. So if Hassan did that, right? It's like, would you have covered this?
That afterwards?
Maybe I should. David, would you have done this story? Unless a giant guy like fucking a big influencer like fucking Hassan said something about it. Would you have covered the story, or would you just keep it a secret and not tell anyone about it? Yeah.
Super pause, yeah.
Yeah, mega pause. All right, here we go. Can't stand liars, bro. It's so
There are no restrictions of any kind on my content. I've never covered a story because Chorus suggested
They don't have to tell you.
I've never not covered a story because Chorus suggested I not do it.
Guys, we read the first couple. We read the first couple fucking paragraphs of the Wired article. He's not addressing the first couple fucking paragraphs of the fucking Wired article. They're telling you not to tell about the fucking money. Not to talk about them. I think it was. Yeah, you're not allowed to talk about them. I think either. It's supposed to be like kind of a secret, but he has to now, right? It's out in the news. I'm sure. Why the Chorus people
the policy changed?
Yeah.
The PR people like, listen, we gotta get ahead of this.
Like,
send Dave out there.
Yo, Dave, you're a psycho, so you can keep calm in drastic scenarios. So get out there, write yourself a little speech, and fucking tell everyone why everything's okay. Go back to sleep. Nothing to see here.
Lullaby, baby. He's good.
Yo, bro, I want to be real. My wish is that I saw the 3 million subscribers right now for David Pakman. Tomorrow, I want to see like 1 million. And the day after that, I want to see like 10,000. Like, just fucking carve it away. Walk away.
He'll be on suicide watch.
I mean, how much lying can someone take? Like, he's talking to his audience, people that have given him money, have watched him for years and years, and he's lying right to their fucking faces. Like, spitting on them. Like, there's no way to sit there and allow that, right, guys? Once again,
fandom's one of the most toxic diseases we have out here. It's a disease. Fandom is a disease, bro.
But this is too much. It's too much.
Is it? Is it? We'll see.
Oh my god.
We'll see.
I mean, we made jokes about like with the MAGA people, like, oh, Trump could just bang their wives and let them know about it, like send them a videotape of it. Like, all right, yeah. I still support Trump. Still love Trump.
He'd be mad at his wife. Yeah, he'd be mad. He wouldn't be mad at her.
The fuck you doing? How dare you?
How dare you?
It's your fault. I'll see you later, Mr. President. Don't worry. I'll clean up. I'll clean up.
They have, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. How did you end up on his bed, man? Now they're gonna blame him for it. No, Mr. President, I know it wasn't you. I know it was her. She seduced my president. His wife. It's not now his wife. She seduced my president. That's how they're gonna. fuck his wife. She seduced my president. My president's a dog, man.
Oh, fuck. All right. Let's keep playing. Here we go.
There's no content relationship of any kind. So what does Chorus do? They run technical trainings, how to produce content, how to make your operation more efficient. How do you take a small shop of 1, 2, or 3 people and put content out on multiple platforms the way I've been doing successfully for decades? They set up mentorship relationships between larger creators like me and small up-and-coming creators who are looking to do.
So they're making connections for you.
That, and once again, there could be a tutor program within there of like, hey, here's how you lie without flinching. Here's how you do it. Maybe he sets up workshops like that. Good job, David Pakman. But the problem, David, here is that you're not telling anyone about it. Why are you keeping? Why is it a thing to make it secret?
He's a valedictorian of that class you just named.
But yo,
it could be just like the mainstream media, as in you get bullet points every day.
Yo,
here's what you should be talking
about. He definitely got that.
Keep it a buck, guys. Let's look around here. It must be done right at this point. Let's check it out. Let me say. Yo, Dave. See these view numbers? See these view numbers? That's worth $8,000 a month. Is it? Is it, David?
I can't see him.
Like, come on. You have some videos that get. You have some larger ones, 47, 68. This ain't 8K a month.
They're not live.
This shit should be half a million. Right? This shit should be in the $500,000 range per.
This is not $8,000 a month. No. This is not worth it. Your advice is not worth it, David. So, I don't know what he's teaching these people. I assume how to be a sociopath. Just lie without flinching. That's what I'm getting here. But, all right. Once again, none of this means anything unless he tells us about the fucking money he takes and why they had to keep it a fucking secret. That all has to be laid out and named. If he doesn't do that, once again, I already knew David Pakman was full of shit. But for other people, if this passes your fucking sniff test, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Like, holy fuck. Like, yo, just pay me $10K a month. I'll help you out. You know? Fuck. All right, here we go.
Content, which is something I've said for years we need to be doing. They do advocacy trainings. They do media trainings. How do you deal with adversarial media? Reporters with bad intentions who contact you. They do legal training, so we understand how is the right-wing machine potentially going to come after us. How do you organize your business to be protected?
Let's keep it a buck. It's not defense, it's offense with legal shit. It's not defense.
It's also how to do journalism.
No,
that's what he's saying. How to interview people. Like, okay, what kind of pointers are those? Go into it. Tell us what they're telling you to do as a journalist, how to interview people.
Like, do they pay you to learn legal advice, David? Is that what we're all here for? Is that why you signed the fucking contract? They're paying you to learn legal advice? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Here we go.
That's what they
I wish college would do
and
that.
I want to make this really clear.
To learn the law.
That 99% of my actual audience knows this. If this was a group or an organization that required me to get permission before saying things, or fed me talking points, or told me, David, talk about this and not about that,
he's dancing around the
anything like that, I would never be part of it, period. Wow, anyone who knows me.
I mean, the fucking charisma. Hollywood signed this motherfucker up. Holy shit. The charisma spewing out of this fucking person. Holy Christ. Leading role. Yo, Nolan, you need a lead in your movie? Sign this fucker up. The charisma's just off the fucking charts. He can mesmerize anyone. Fuck. $8K a month for this fucking idiot? Are you kidding me? Fuck. Here we go.
Would know that. Now, I'm one of the larger creators in the current cohort. I want to help others grow. I want
Pause.
to mentor people. I want to grow the left media space. That's something I've been advocating for years. And now the
He's a
circular
grower, not a
firing
shower.
squad is getting going. You look at TikTok, you look at these different platforms, people going after each
Tic-tac?
other, most of it based on
I was wrecked.
misunderstanding
Boy. He's
or
wrecked.
misreporting
He's
about
wrecked,
what's
dude.
happening.
He's like,
Yeah.
he shit his pants saying,
What
he's trying
the
so
fuck?
hard to stay composed.
What the fuck? Maybe he calls it tic-tac like as a joke. I don't know. If that was a fuck up, that's a weird one.
He is a joke, so there it is.
True. Holy Christ, who fell for this guy? Don't be ashamed. Raise your hand. Don't be ashamed, audience.
Not
Raise your
me.
hand if you fell for David Pakman. Fuck my life. Here we go.
Let me go to another aspect of this.
I think this guy's easy though. He's an easy bar to cover
Yeah.
like that, man.
I mean, just one topic on
'Cause
Israel
he's-
alone,
yeah.
and he's fucked.
Well, that's the thing. He's like Ben, but mellow. Like not mellow, like boring. Yeah, boring is a good word.
Yeah. Well,
Like what the fuck?
David,
Why would I? There's nothing charismatic about what you say.
I agree. Yeah, Dave, you got like 3 minutes left. You're gonna have to talk about the money that you're not allowed to disclose. The number, the money you get paid that you're not allowed to talk about. That has to be covered. You got 3 minutes left to do it. This better be it right here.
Take us down. DEFCON 6. They're trying to take us down.
There we go.
Seen messages like, "Oh, David, when you said X in 2024, that must have been because they told you to. Oh, David, this explains
very
your
thing you're
take
talking
on
about.
Bolivia from 2017. Now I get why you said that." Or when you did that interview in
Regime change.
2022, it must have been because Chorus told you to. Even if you wrongly believed that I was now completely compromised by my participation in this group, this thing is brand new. It's like 8 weeks old or something like that. Maybe 10 weeks old, something like this.
Why haven't you disputed that you take money secretly? You're not allowed to talk about the money you take from it. If it's building a coalition, why the fuck does that need to be a secret? Like it says in the Wired article explicitly, don't talk about the fucking money you get. Fuck.
What's he saying brand new? What is he saying brand new?
In the
company
article,
paying him.
in the Wired article, it's a group that just started doing these actions. Like I think like this year or something. They just started like, okay, let's do this thing where we pay fucking
He said-
influencers.
Pakman just said 8 weeks, so 2 months.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, this year. What the fuck? Same difference. But yeah, he's saying like, oh, if I did an interview, about cheering on regime change in Bolivia, I wasn't influenced by Chorus. I was just stupid then. I was just being stupid, like I normally am. Now I get paid to be extra stupid. My shitty takes are just my shitty takes. What a thing to say, Pakman. All right, here we go.
So
Cornball
the
ass trash can.
revisionism of going
Fuck.
back and going, now I understand why David. Not only are they not directing content today, this thing is brand new. So that's just like impossible.
Dave will have nothing.
One other thing
Dave
I
can't
want to
do
mention.
nothing about my fucking video.
The article identifies my friend Brian Tyler Cohen as the co-founder of this group. And now he's being attacked as well.
Damn, isn't that guy? That's that guy with all this. See, I knew there was more in the article. Look at that. That's that guy. The guy that just comes out of nowhere and all of a sudden gets like 1 million views per video. Let's be honest. View botted out the ass, most likely. If that's an
Who's that
organic
guy?
audience, he's like a borderline. He's basically MSNBC but on YouTube. And
Ooh.
guys like that or meidastouch, they're like the same fucking thing. Brian Tyler Cohen. Another full of shit motherfucker that's using
I
the
don't
Trump
know what
train.
that is.
Yeah, he's using the Trump train to get fucking viewership and all that stuff. Although I still think a lot of the audience are fucking view bots. But we have dummies out there like Kyle or Hassan and say like, "Yeah, these guys are kind of killing it. Yeah, maybe we should boost them a little bit, give them a little hype. Be like, yeah, these guys are doing all right. They're doing pretty good as far as like their perspectives or their takes on certain topics. But yeah, these guys are saying all right things. Okay. Like meanwhile, it's like clear as day. Any kid that's ever been on the fucking street before, it's obvious. Like, okay, this guy's you're a hustler. Got it. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. It's pretty obvious to say. Well, here's more evidence. More evidence. What?
How did the general public find out about this from the Wired article? How did Wired find out about this? Somebody talked, obviously.
Yeah, I'm sure someone was offered a contract, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" All right, I'm gonna fucking tell someone about it. Or maybe they signed on, they took the money, and they're also like, "Yo, Wired, check this out."
Sour grapes or something.
It could be sour grapes. It could just be like, "Are you gonna pay me for this? I got a little bit. I got some information for you. You gonna pay me for it? Who knows? Who knows?"
Maybe they realized. Maybe the company realized we can't afford to pay everybody $8,000, and then somebody didn't get their $8,000, and like, fuck it, I'm talking.
Well, yeah, the article said they weren't paying everyone $8,000. It was probably dependent on like your follower count and how much influence you have, right? And then they'll, base it off of that. But yeah, like someone got a bounce check and they're like, "All right, bro, I'm going to Wired right now." So yo, check this out. They're
Listen,
fucking
bro.
pissed.
Throwing the whistle on.
I heard $8,000. You gave me $1,200. What the fuck?
All right, here we go.
His motives being impugned. Brian worked on this as a volunteer. He has spent hundreds of hours for not a penny on this project.
How much do you get paid?
Solely because he, like me, believes we need this type of organization on the left.
Guess what? A lot of people on the quote-unquote left would call you a phony, and you're not on the left, politically. A lot of people would call you a fucking phony, and I believe it to be true, to be honest with you. But, all right, here we go.
They're killing us on the right. He doesn't need to be doing this for himself. He's trying to do this to build up left-wing content creators as
Bro, Trump's handing you wide-open layups all day and night. What do you mean you need this? Trump is handing you layups all day and night. You see what Kyle's doing? He's taking advantage of it, and his following is just growing and growing and growing. It is what it is. Like I said, I'll click on a Kyle video. It'll be 40,000 views 1 second. A couple minutes later, you look back, it's at 60,000.
Wait. So is he saying this church company is ran by this Taylor Brian Cohen guy or whatever you said the guy's name was?
I guess he's one of the leaders, or he said he volunteered for it, I guess. Whatever.
And
but that's just extra, that's more. It's still sus to me. That's very sus. Very, very sus.
Who is he? Who is he? Is he part of media? Is he part of government? Is he part of?
He's media.
Just YouTube makes his own video.
Let's be honest with you. He's basically MSNBC. I think he used to work for them and then started doing YouTube content. Same, but no real change in coverage of things. No real change.
So he's basically networking, trying to connect YouTubers.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a cabal right now. It's a cabal of dumb fucks. That's what I'm gonna call it right now.
It's kind of mainstream media at the YouTube level.
Yes, that's David Pakman's channel. That's the Brian Tyler, whatever fuck his name is, Cohen guy. That's meidastouch. Maybe they go a little bit further with they cover more Epstein, but they're more of like trying to throw it in Trump's face. Like, look, he's not covering Epstein, huh? You guys must be bad about that, huh? Come join our Democratic Party. Come over here. Come join us. But I see three snakes, three full of shit fucking channels. To me.
So he says, church doesn't listen to what I say, but I talk to Brian all the time.
You mean
Or
chorus?
all the time.
Chorus, you mean?
Chorus.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was called church.
No,
okay.
Chorus and 1630. Those are like the companies or whatever.
So, but he talks to this Cohen guy all the time. So
yeah, I assume so.
So equivocally, one of the employees of their place checks on you, but you don't go to chorus and confess your sins of thinking wrong.
What? The
Well,
fuck are
you
you
don't
talking
get
about?
approved. You don't get approved talking points from chorus, but one of their employees comes and checks on you every day.
Well, with this whole chorus thing, which I'm sure David Pakman gets phone calls like, "Hey, how can you help? Like, how can you help us out here, David?" And hey, David, we're in the news right now for telling people to not disclose money and influence that we're trying to hand them. Can you make a video about it, David? All he's doing is reconfirming what I was already thinking. Like, okay, he's on here on behalf of that fucking org itself to do PR for them, while avoiding the most blatant, obvious shit of why people consider it wrong. If this was done out loud, right? And we're like, okay, we're all starting this group. We're all going to get paid this much. We're going to try to like influence people and get them to move towards the left. See the good things about the Democratic Party. If they did that out loud, although it'd be corny and stupid and would also hurt, I think, to some degree, especially with people that view this guy as legit, the keeping it secret part is the killer of all of this. And Dave has still not addressed it. Why do you have to be secret about it if it's so fucking good and noble? Why the fuck are you secret about it, Dave?
The RNC and DNC openly pay, like, the news stations.
I guess so. Yeah.
Like it's part of their books.
Yeah.
Like,
but that
how
could be
much
for like
did we
debates.
give Fox this year? How much did we get CNN this year?
Yes.
It's all public.
Yeah.
And nobody's. I mean, if you understand that, then you understand what that is. But you're not like over the top about it because they're open about it. They're not hiding it.
Yeah. And I just viewed them all as corrupt anyway. Like, okay. Criminals sharing money with each other. Got it. But David's supposed to be an independent creator who's a progressive, who doesn't like the establishment. He's different from them. Come check out David Pakman, weeknights at 8 o'clock. Fuckboy. Fucking loser-ass fuckboy. Like, quit. Quit your job, David. Go do something else. Fuck. Go be a narrator for a toothpaste commercial and shit like that, bro. Go do that shit instead. Stay away from fucking politics. Do something else. Go narrate Stuart Little or some shit like that. Anything else. Go away. All right, here we go.
And so the framing of Brian as some kind of villain in this entire thing, it's just farcical and pathetic. So the bottom line is,
you're fucking
we need
pathetic.
more of this on the left, not less. We need more organization and infrastructure and people
secret.
understanding, how do you build a content machine? How do you produce a podcast? How do you grow an audience? How do you distribute it?
Yeah, that'd be useful advice to give away for free. You fucking dummy. Now, sure, the workshops you can charge money, but apparently you're paying people. Like, come on. How stupid do you think people are? I guess we're going to have to find out how stupid. I'm going to go through the comments just a little bit. But all right, here we go. Let's let David
How do you
run his fucking
organize your
mouth
day?
and end this.
What's your YouTube setup like? The article is designed to attack and degrade. I can't speak to the motives of the people behind it.
Liar.
So I won't even speculate. My involvement is as I've described it here. There's nothing more and there's nothing less.
Oh, okay. We got all the answers now. Dave fucking said so. Get the fuck out of here. He's not even asking questions like, yo, how'd they get this information, David? How'd they get it? You're gonna answer that fucking question for your audience? Like what you think happened? Or if you have inside information of how it happened, you're gonna say that? It's like it's just so blatantly dishonest. Blatantly. Here we go.
It's up to you to decide.
It's up to you.
Whether
I love you
trust a particular
I love
creator.
you.
It's up to you to decide what sort of structural organization.
It sounds like someone who got caught.
But what I can tell you is that the circular firing squad is how the left loses, when we start turning each other over what at the end of the day.
Oh my God.
So I'm sick of the losing. I'm trying to win. Join me if you also are trying to win. and then maybe we can
He's
have some
almost
better
laughing.
outcomes in future elections.
He's almost lying about how. Or sorry, he's almost
win.
laughing because he knows he's just lying so hard. Holy fuck. Let's see that shit. Let's see if there's plenty about it. Actually, before I get to that, I just want to overemphasize here. Where is this at? So they were being offered $8,000 per month to take part in a secretive program aimed at bolstering Democratic messaging on the internet. Oh fuck. Among other issues, it mandated extensive secrecy about disclosing their payments. Not in the first fucking 2 paragraphs of the fucking article. He doesn't address that point right there. I mean, this is incredible. Okay, prove you aren't being bought out by addressing the genocide in Gaza. It probably doesn't touch the topic. David, you didn't clear up the primary misunderstanding of misinformation, as you call it, with this video. The issue is that you don't address the genocide in Gaza or criticize the Israeli government because of who pays you. I don't think that was the overall thing.
Maybe long term, that's something they have a gripe with them.
Yeah, probably.
Saying that's got to come. That's got to come from somebody paying you not to touch this topic.
Well, yeah, you might have like. Imagine that as protection. Look, I read some of your comments. I had to make a response video. For all the people telling me not to about covering Gaza, like it just ignores all the like really good points about like in regards to him in this article. Just ignores it. Like, holy Christ, how could you be so full of shit? Who falls for this fucking bullshit? Actually. Who actually falls for this?
So in the article, he's named. He's named. He's named in the article.
Yes.
Okay.
As one of the people that signed the contract for $8,000 a fucking month. And they have to keep that secret that they took $8,000 a month from this group. Oh no, we do workshops and stuff. We try to help content creators become better influencers, give them legal advice. You know, they could do a 1v1 Zoom call with me. We talk about all the issues and stuff like that. Why is it a secret then? Wait, why is it a secret then, David? Why did this article have to come out for you to fucking talk about it?
There's a lot of nosy people out there, man.
No, it's because
Secret.
I care about you. I care about you.
Secret lessons on how to be a journalist.
This dude's a fucking hoe, bro. He's a straight whore, bro.
Which is like,
he's a little weirdo.
Isn't that like journalism 101 ethics? Like, you shouldn't be secretive about your shit. Publish your shit. And don't be secretive.
Hey, David, you're taking $8,000 a month from this group that tells you to be secret about the $8,000 you took. What do you think about that? Listen, you're being like a disingenuous circling firing squad, trying to like take me down. I'm so influential and smart.
It's not 8,000. Have you ever heard of taxes?
Oh my god. All right. There's nothing else to say.
No, Hassan's point of view on this.
Oh, yeah, for like briefly. I don't care too much for it. It's once again, he killed himself here with this. He killed himself with it. It's pretty obvious.
I just want to see a different take.
Might be rough to find, bro. I'm not going.
Oh, good.
They had you on.
You didn't see David Pakman's picture, the third video or something?
Maybe chorus.
No, did you see David Pakman's picture?
Yeah, that's the video we just watched. It was David's video.
Oh, okay.
Dark secret Democrat influence.
And I obviously have a lot of.
I remember, like, he is mentioned by name in this fucking article.
got some lightning in front of me. I'm carrying a fucking platform of metal. Great.
Going to be a life-changing amount of money for most people. And this is not like me flexing. You have to understand, like, this is like someone like David Pakman would, I'm using him because he's like a big content creator, right? Like he would be a high-profile influencer. I'm not making any inferences here. I don't know if he was a part of this or not. I'm just using him as an example because of like his size. Or Kyle Kulinski, for example, right? Kyle Kulinski is an even better example because he most likely didn't participate in this program, obviously. So I'll just use him instead. Like for someone like Kyle Kulinski, $8,000 in additional revenue a month would be massive. He is one of the most high-profile political influencers out there.
I was making a
Even
point,
Majority Report, they would be. He's in the article. Yes, he took the money, not Kyle. Oh, he is in the article and he did take the money. Oh, he was a part of the program. Okay, well, all right. Well, then I don't feel that bad. First saying David Pakman. All right. Anyway, but the contract sent them to Chorus, the nonprofit arm of the liberal influencer marketing platform, came with some strings. Among other issues, it mandated extensive.
Now, he obviously wasn't responding to David's video because this came out before David's video.
Okay. Right.
Okay, that's the only. Oh no.
But Hassan was getting informed by his audience. No, David's in this.
Yeah.
Education creator with 1.4 million followers on TikTok, Sandra Jennings, a former TLC reality star, and older brother of trans influencer Jazz Jennings, David Pakman, who hosts an independent progressive show on YouTube covering news and politics. David, you've been in this fucking game for so long. What the fuck are you doing? That's crazy. Lee McGowan, who goes by the...
Clearly, Hassan has never watched David Pakman's content. I mean, it's pretty transparent and obvious that dude's full of shit. Like, pretty obvious. Hassan is just apparently just terrible at just picking people out, apparently. He's just dog shit at it. You have to tell him like 20 years later. Hey, yo, Hassan, yeah, Hitler's bad, bro. He did some bad shit. What? Like, fuck you, dummy. Why are these the guys? Why are these
men of all time?
Yeah. At best.
Bring me more wine.
Monica Puck's Girls and dozens of others. The first two declined to comment.
Yeah, he just read his name there. Oh, shit. That goes more into it.
Align with the Democratic Party, including Brian Tyler Cohen. This is from Current Affairs. Fantastic article. Fantastic article.
Wait. Those fucks are in it? The meidastouch guys. Remember, I didn't read through the whole article. Those are other motherfuckers next to the Brian Tyler Cohen fucking thing.
I don't know who the meidastouch guys are. Just in general.
I mean, I heard of them after they had like a month where they had more viewers than Joe Rogan. I was like, who the fuck are these guys? And you watch their content. I'm like, okay, they're view botting. Got it. They're dog shit content. And I remember Kyle Kulinski kind of holding them up a bit. It's like, well, Kyle, if they're in here, I mean, let me see. Not in here at all. Maybe it's not picking up. Did I even mention in here? What the fuck? Okay, maybe they're not even in the article. Sorry to saw
But those seats need to be filled by people who actually do have convictions, who do want to fucking help the working class. Otherwise, you're just going to go back to that same cycle of eking out a marginal victory over the Republicans every fucking 4 years and then losing in the long run to a...
Wait. Where is this? I didn't hear that.
Politics of the Republicans, but Stephen Buckley, a digital media sociologist at City St. George's University of London, says that these sorts of programs have been happening for the right wing for ages. Yeah, it's true. But Hyder said that the structure of the 1630 fund deal raises the question, is it ethical to match the tactics of your opponents? I don't think it's necessarily unethical, but this goes back to the same problem. I always advocate to fight fire with fire. I tell the Democrats to behave like Republicans, but just not on the policy side, just not on the ideological side. I want the politics of the Republicans, but with the policies that actually do uplift the working class. And this is the problem. It goes back to the Gavin Newsom.
Did he miss the part that they're trying to do this in secret? Like they're demanding, like, yo, don't tell anyone about this. Is everyone missing that point? Are we fucking dealing with idiots here? It's in the first 2 fucking paragraphs of the fucking article. What the fuck? Is it something where he read David Pakman's name? He's like, oh, shit, maybe it's not that bad. You know?
I don't get why they're all going straight to, and the Republicans do it on their side. And like, you can just wash it away. It's
how do you think they got their audience? How do you think they got their audience in the first place?
Listen to me. What I'm saying is, if you think it's wrong, you shouldn't even like be worried if the other side's doing it. You're saying it's wrong if your side's doing it.
Exactly.
So why did they like kind of wash it down saying, I don't think it, and then he followed it with, I don't think it's an ethical problem.
Like, well, think of the idea.
That's what Hassan just said.
Yeah, it's
ethics. It's morals.
The idea he's saying is like, oh, Republicans are paying influencers secretly to trick their audience into moving in towards them in policy directions. And Hassan says, yeah, we should do the same thing. That's like
it's not an ethics problem.
Openly corrupt, right? That's open corruption, clear as day. Like this video should have been made about him too. To be honest with you, that's some weird shit to say out loud.
Yeah.
He better say like, oh no, but these things are like just wrong. We can't do them. We can't reflect them. Like he turned it into policy or something. It's like this guy's a fucking lame brain, bro. You turn that shit into policy when it's just obvious wrong. Like anyone simply would look at it and be like, this is fucking wrong. You're taking secret money to try to trick us into something.
And I'll go even further.
The fuck?
If you could point me into a direction of Republicans doing this, I'd be glad to hear it.
Yeah. Oh wait, hey guys, how do you deal with this Republican tactic of paying influencers? Expose them, you dummies!
Right.
Expose it. If you know what's happening, expose it.
I would love to know that. I would love to know that. Being a Republican-minded person.
Fuck my life, man. These are our
Because
fucking heroes. Get the fuck out of here.
You know what I won't do is give anybody money for free information.
I mean, yo, that bad empanada guy, bro. You should look at this shit too, my man. Like, let's be honest here. That Matt, the way he's handling this so far, at least that I've heard of him. I mean, that Matt Duss interview is like, that's nothing compared to this shit to me. That like lackadaisical fucking pillow fucking interview they did with Matt Duss. If he's covering for this in any form or fashion, like you're full, like you're done, bro. That's your IQ test. That's the IQ test right there, audience. This is wrong. Consider the context of what's happening. There's no way you could be in favor of this. No fucking chance. This isn't about disagreement. This is like, all right, we saw you shoot someone in broad daylight and kill them. For me, at least, like any form of corruption like this. This is a no-brainer. This is not ambiguous. It's not gray at all. Take secret money to pay it to influencers, tell them not to tell anyone about the secret money, and then they go about doing their fucking thing. Like, come on. It's as blatant as that. But all right, let's hear where Hassan goes. Hopefully, he cleans this up to some degree.
Equation, right? Gavin Newsom wants to bring 5 new Democrat seats to the House of Representatives through a process of redistricting. I think that's a good thing. Okay? However,
Get to
I
the point.
still worry that those 6 seats will now have 6 new pro-Raytheon, pro-Israel
probably
Democrats.
will.
And that is what's frustrating because that's not going to solve anything. That's just going to put more Democrat asses in seats, sure. But those seats need to be filled by people who actually do have convictions, who do want to fucking help the working class. Otherwise, you're just going to go back to that same cycle of eking out a marginal victory over the Republicans every fucking 4 years and then losing in the long run to a even worse fascist that you are actively capitulating to. We can't have that.
Oh,
This
no.
is the fundamental
No
difference.
compromise,
This is what
Hassan?
needs to change. The Democrats appear to have no counter to the system. Democrats miss the next generation of media, says Brendan Gahan, co-founder of influencer marketing agency. I know him, Creator Authority.
Oh, you do,
Historically,
huh?
they own Hollywood, but this next generation of influence is digital, and they miscalculated that. I don't think they feel comfortable in arenas where they lack control. I guess that's it. That's the entire article from Taylor Lorenz. Fantastic article. Fantastic article. Obviously, Current Affairs had a complimentary piece on this as well. This helps explains why some of the most popular progressive content creators refuse to ever cover Gaza. This is from
The decision to so this is a separate article. The decision to avoid Palestine by Democrat-aligned media seems to be deliberate, and it goes beyond meidastouch. meidastouch is part of the broader universe of content creators that are aligned with the Democratic Party, which include Brian Tyler Cohen and David Pakman, among others. Notably, last March, according to a source with the events, Pakman attended a private, off-the-record meeting with Kamala Harris on the day of Joe Biden's State of the Union address. During the trip, he met with Cohen, the Midas brothers, what's it called? Messilas, Dumbfuckalus brothers, and dozens of other so-called independent progressives, independent progressive media figures. In an internal email, Pakman later told his staff that the content creators at the White House had talked among themselves, and everyone had admitted that they... What was that from? Current Affairs? Right?
You tell me, man. Taylor Lorenz.
That's Current Affairs.
That's the writer.
That's a Wired article. This one is from a different publication.
Oh, okay. So they admit that this Cohen guy was in talks with Kamala Harris the day that Biden was what? Was it the day
State
he
of the
was
Union.
debating Trump, or was
State of the Union address. Let me read it. Let me read it, bro. During the
the
trip,
red and black State of the Union?
let me read this. During the trip, he met with Cohen and the fuckface brothers and dozens of other so-called independent progressive media figures. In an internal email, Pakman later told his staff that the content creators at the White House had talked amongst themselves, and everyone had admitted that they deliberately avoid producing Gaza coverage in order to prevent controversy. One could argue that this is probably a big reason why these particular influencers were invited to the White House in the first place. Pakman, for his part, had previously asserted that Israel would never waste ordnance on Palestinian civilians, and that he views Congressman Richie Torres, who is perhaps best known for being one of AIPAC's top recipients of funding, as the kind of person he would like to see lead the progressive movement. This is open and blatant corruption. Yo, Pakman, why don't you cover this, bro? What happened? Why don't you cover the story? What the fuck? Holy Christ. I mean, once again, to me, it's just fucking transparent. It is trans-fucking-parent. There is no doubt. Like, it's...
We're
You
not
can
going
look
to
at it
talk
and you're like,
about
yep, these guys are this.
Gaza. We're not going to talk about Gaza because it might uptick controversy.
Yeah.
Like, well, the controversy's going on, and everybody else is reporting on it, and you're just going to stay silent on it for what reason?
Let's be honest. The most likely the case is they don't want their viewers knowing much about it. Because if they know much about it, they'd probably pull their fucking hair out. Like, how the fuck is this happening on Earth? How did we let this happen? Why are we funding this? The same questions that you're hearing other people
What do you
ask.
call that? So they are a limited hangout.
Yes, like by definition. But that was, once again, this is important to hear, right? And have like kind of a journalistic like aspect to all this, and background documents and secret meetings and having it disclosed and contracts disclosed and all that stuff. That's all fine and dandy, but my thing is who turned these channels on and didn't fucking know it off rip? That's the thing that weirds me out. That's where I'm at with the audience. Like, yo, it's too late in the game. We can't be this dumb. We can't get tricked by fucking swindlers all day and night, like our whole fucking lives. Are they gonna see this shit, trade off these fucking swindlers for someone else that's also a swindler? Like, come on. We keep doing this to ourselves. Why do we do this to ourselves? We bored? We hate ourselves? Like, what's going on?
You know what? You know how he keeps an audience alive? He has like a dedicated follower that's in college, and then when this person decides someone's in the club, they say, "Hey, go to David Pakman's videos on YouTube," and he'll recite the mantra like religiously, and that's his next follower, because someone at college recruited someone younger that didn't know of David Pakman.
Well, yeah. And a lot of these college kids, I'm sure they want to feel smart, so they talk about the stereotypical politicians, right? Like, oh, I like this. I like, Biden. Oh, I like Trump. Like, it's more like in that level of things. And then once you want to hear more about like those kind of, let's be real, they're watered down topics to trap people into voting for this side or that side. Let's be honest. That seems to be what it is. And when they want to find out more about these watered down fucking topics, they go to watered down content creators like David Pakman or this Brian Tyler Cohen or meidastouch. They go to dog shit like that. They won't say like those guys are like, yeah, go check out Kyle Kulinski. Go ahead, go check him out. They're not gonna say that.
So does David Pakman avoid talking about like your extremes on the left? And we'll stick to like Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer said this today, and Nancy Pelosi said this, but won't bring up no. AOC or Ilhan Omar.
No, he'll bring them up too, but he might shit on them for their Gaza take. But he might bring it like, oh, he's once again, he advocated for Bernie Sanders and all that stuff. But what he does is it isn't like boring, dry news. It's more of like, hey, look at that scar that Trump has on his hand. Is he dying? Which to me is it's actually watering down the topic itself, right? It's like the actual grave corruption of the Trump administration that are so blatant. It just they don't talk about that somehow. But their idea is to take Trump down. Why not cover the one thing where he's like, well, you know what? Yeah, we're just going to take Gaza. It's going to be ours. We're going to take it. So how much are you going to pay for it? We're not going to pay. We're going to take it. We're going to have it. It's ours.
There's nothing to buy.
And it's like, yo, guys, he said that out loud, and you're not covering that? Excuse me? You're not covering that? But then again, once again, I didn't need it. Like, remember, I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? Because I never heard of them. The Cohen guy and the meidastouch guys. Never heard of them. I watched 5 minutes of content. I'm like, this smells like something that I recognize. That I remember. Smells like shit. Pure shit. And there it is. Pretty obvious. Now, once again, yes, I'll say it again. The journalist stuff and the articles and the fucking documents and the contracts and the details are all very much important. But Jesus Christ, use that intuition. Work on those critical thinking skills. I beg you to. Because I didn't need this to be like, yeah, I don't watch those guys. They're full of shit to me. I've seen a lot more of David Pakman years ago. I'm like, this guy's full of shit. But the Cohen guy and the meidastouch guy, I'm telling you, mere minutes. And I'm like, they're full of shit. And thank you, Kyle Kulinski, for promoting those guys. Thanks, man. Fucking dummy. Damn, look who overtook Rogan because he had some beef with Joe Rogan. He has to boost up meidastouch all of a sudden. Fucking dummy. Yeah, what are you doing now, Kyle? What do you do now, huh? What's that article from? What's this shit from? Where is this? From yesterday. In tandem with the Wired article. You better make a fucking video, Kyle. Make me proud, man. Make daddy proud. All right, here we go.
This also explains why some of the most popular progressive content creators refuse to ever cover Gaza. This is from Current Affairs, a separate piece that came out that we read a while back. The decision to avoid Palestine by Democratic aligned media seems to be
This
deliberate.
came out a while ago?
Beyond
Okay.
MeidasTouch. MeidasTouch is part of a broader universe of content creators that are aligned with the Democratic Party, including Brian Tyler Cohen, David Pakman, among others. Notably, last March, according to a source to the events, Pakman attended a private off-the-record meeting with Kamala Harris on the day of the Joe Biden State of the Union address. During the trip, he met with Cohen, the Meisles brothers, and dozens of other so-called independent progressive media figures. In an internal email, Pakman later told his staff that the content creators of the White House had talked among themselves, and everyone had admitted that they deliberately avoided producing Gaza coverage in order to prevent controversy. One could argue that this is probably a big reason why these particular influencers were invited to the White House in the first place.
Editors.
Pakman, for his part, has previously asserted that Israel would never waste ordnance on Palestinian civilians. That
I already read all
AIPAC's
this.
biggest attack person, who he would like Harris campaign coordinators, i.e., indirect payment.
The New York Times report has reported that Harris campaign spent $2.5 million on 3 digital agencies that work with online influencers, and it appears that the influencer in this video may have been one of them. Oh, this is the fuck boy on the internet. I remember him from years ago when Kamala was running for when she was in the primary. I was like, oh, this guy's full of shit. Another one where it's just like it takes I don't know why. Am I special or something? It took seconds. I'm like, this guy's full of shit. Look at that. I don't know if I did a video on this guy. I definitely would Pakman. But yeah. Pretty obvious. I think it's blatantly obvious. Here we go.
To influencers through the agency. Special appearance from Cohen in there too. The New York Times has reported that the Harris campaign spent $2.5 million on 3 digital agencies. They were just fucking melting money. It's literally all connected. 1630 funds, Future Forwards, which funded Progressive Victory. It's a lib circle jerk. They literally came to a consensus on the phase. They avoid talking about one of the worst man-made disasters of our time. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're doing that. Yeah. Okay. Let me check. See if Kyle did anything on any of this. Oh, Bill Barr fucked up. Bill Burr, I mean. Bill Burr. Bill Burr fucked up. Oh, he's going to Saudi Arabia? Okay. Bombs away. Dean uses ChatGPT to kill himself. Agame truth. Where's your coverage, Kyle? Articles from yesterday, so. PNC betrayed us, or betrays us. Oh. Breaking mass schools. COVID banks. I mean, he doesn't have it, does he? He's not going to cover this, does he? Of course not.
Are you looking at Kyle's right now?
Yeah, I'm on his channel. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay. Well, how long's it been a story? Since yesterday?
The Wired one, yeah. Yesterday, and then I think the Current Affair one came out.
Give him some leeway, but we might
Yeah, I'll give him
wait
some.
a day or two.
Check this.
He's got to call the MeidasTouch guys and verify.
Entertaining debate, multi-party. Getting our left-wing YouTubers getting dominated. Pause, bro. What kind of fucking question is that? Candace Owens attacks David Pakman. David Pakman and Michael Knowles go at it. Pause again, Kyle. Mike Lindell, the pillow guy. Wait, Mike Lindell comes undone to David Beck. Yo, Kyle, who's writing your fucking titles, bro? What the fuck are these? He comes undone, bro. What the fuck are you saying? So it looks like a lot of his content on David Pakman is protecting him. That's what it looks like. Interesting. And there it is, that 1.95 million, almost 2 million. David Pakman has over 1 million more subscribers than you, Kyle. And if I walk around, just people who watch YouTube and content creation, ask actual people, like, hey, what do you think about David Pakman versus Kyle Kulinski? They're going to shit on Pakman, and they're going to support you. In the lefty circles, by the way. They're going to call Pakman full of shit, and they'll be like, I like Kyle. Most likely. But there's a weird protection thing you do for David Pakman. Hey, Hassan. That came off as like a weird protection. You know, it's kind of weird protection to me. I don't know.
No, I don't think it's an ethics problem. The other side does it.
And yeah, all these guys that are like, once again, maybe it's because I skipped through the video. To be fair, I didn't watch all of Hassan's video. So hopefully he brought up the like, yo, why is it secret money though? Yeah, you politics circle jerks. Yeah, you guys pass money around. Got it. But why is it like secret? Why is it a demand to be secretive? But no one's brought that up yet. Pakman hasn't brought it up, and I haven't seen Hassan do it. Maybe he did in the video. I don't know. Either way, I'll leave it there. There's going to be like a short video. It turned into this because just the unraveling of stupidity. I have to just keep staring at it and like yelling at it and shit like that. But all right, here's your video. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment. Agree, disagree. Tell me what you think. I mean, I want to hear someone tell me I'm wrong about anything I'm saying right now. I dare you to at this point. Good fucking luck.
Correct me. Correct me.
Yeah. Yes, please correct me if I said anything wrong. Or add more information. I'm sure there's more out there. I just don't look into those guys because I'm like, they're full of shit. I'm not looking into them. But you guys tell me in the comment section. Don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. Also check out the Discord if you want to join up. And yeah, get your opinion over there too. Why not? And with all that said, please give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in.
Eep.
Say you wanna get in.